This is the Riverhawk Sports Nest, talking all things NSU athletics. I'm Sean Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan. Riverhawk Sports Nest is presented by the NSU Foundation and sponsored in part by DJ Sean Solo Entertainment, with our hosting sponsor, Emery's Grill. The Riverhawk Sports Nest is a Rogue Radio Network production.
You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at rh.sportsnest and click the link in the bio to catch every episode on your favorite streaming platforms and on YouTube.
Go Riverhawks!
The Riverhawk Sports Nest is proud to be presented by the NSU Foundation.
For more than 50 years, the NSU Foundation has supported Northeastern State University students by awarding millions of dollars in privately funded scholarships, helping thousands of Riverhawks obtain their academic goals.
If you're interested in starting a scholarship, you can contact them at foundation@nsuok.edu. And if you're an NSU student ready to apply, visit scholarships.nsuok.edu.
Solo, where we at tonight?
Come on, Captain, you know where we're at. We're posted up at Emery's Grill at 409 North Muskogee Avenue in downtown Tahlequah, the hosting sponsor of the Riverhawk Sports Nest.
Well, you know Emery's Grill is the captain's favorite, but what's that wheel on the table all about?
Oh yeah, that's the Wheel of Specials. We spin it at the start of the show, and wherever it lands, the whole place wins.
Riverhawks talk, great food, and surprise specials?
Come for the specials, stay for the sports. Thank you, Emery's. What's up, party people? You don't just hear a great DJ, you feel it. Packed dance floors with hands in the air. That moment when the beat drops and the whole room loses it. That's DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. Weddings, parties, bars, events. I don't press play. I create the moment. From the first beat to the final drop, DJ Sean Solo Entertainment. May the beats be with you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Riverhawk Sports Nest podcast, and this is episode 615. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
The Sports Nest is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, the NSU Foundation. We'd like to thank our hosting sponsor, Emery's Grill, where we record our live show at 6 p.m. every Wednesday during the spring semester here in downtown Tahlequah. We'd like to encourage everyone to hang out, watch the show in person, and meet the players and coaches.
The mission of the show is simple: to put the NSU student-athletes on the radar, as the captain says. We bring the programs, the coaches, the players, the alumni, and the entire Riverhawk athletic community together. So this is the home port for everything Riverhawks athletics.
And you can catch the episodes on your favorite streaming platform and watch the episodes on the Rogue Radio Network YouTube channel. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at rh.sportsnest and click the link in the bio for all the streaming platforms, and be sure to follow, like, and subscribe.
And on Peggy's Perch, we highlight the work of the NSU Foundation, which has been supporting the Riverhawks for more than 50 years and awarding millions of dollars in privately funded scholarships to thousands of NSU students. If you're interested in starting a scholarship or applying for one, you can reach out to the foundation at scholarships.nsuok.edu. And our next episode coming up is going to be the coach, Maria Jacobus, with the esteemed athletic director, John Sizemore, as we reopen volleyball. I think it's been open before in the early 80s.
Okay.
So,
But another new coach.
But yes.
We're the exclusive home for
Introducing
debuting these coaches.
Yeah, so it's been great seeing the wrestling coaches, everything going on. So,
well, all right, let's get we got all the formalities out of the way. So now, on today's show, we have members of the NSU Alumni Association, Director of Alumni Services and Executive Director of the NSU Alumni Association, Danny Johnson, and Gary Cacy. Gary, I'm not sure, what is your title? Are you just along for the ride or what?
Sort of. I currently serve as the president of the board of directors of the Alumni Association.
Okay. Well,
and I expanded even more than that. I just say the president of the Alumni Association.
Okay,
which is like
write that down. President.
Thousands of folks versus
makes it bigger, right?
People on the board.
More prestigious.
Very. Oh my God, we had a president last week. Another president today.
Director. So the president and the director that we're going with. You're the director.
Yes.
Is that your title?
So Gary is the pretty face of the Alumni Association, and I'm the grunt behind the scenes doing the day-to-day work. That's basically what it amounts to.
Yeah, mark that down too.
Yes. So he's shaking a hand and kissing babies, and you're doing all the.
I do a
dirty
fair
work?
amount of that myself. but
Okay.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, the way it's set up is our Alumni Association is overseen by a board of directors. We have 18 rotating members. We've got a couple of ex officio folks on there as well. And so they kind of, I work with them on a regular basis just to say, here's kind of where our priorities are as an association, and ultimately execute, for better or for worse, what those visions are, what those strategies are, and so forth. So I'm kind of the day-to-day guy, and Gary and the other board members do a wonderful job kind of setting this stage and so forth. That's the structure of how it works.
Okay.
And our board is all volunteers. We invite new faces pretty much every year. We have folks that are rotating on and off. And it's a great way for people to get connected if they want to be a part of what's happening. That may be something for them to look into.
And be a member of the alumni. So do you have to be an alumnus to get on, or can you just donate and be?
You know, I don't have my bylaws memorized as much as I should. No, I don't think you have to actually be an alumnus to be on the board. I know of one individual preceding my time here who was just actively engaged with NSU, very involved, and he was on the board. But it's not a requirement. But
Sure.
Man, we've got a whole lot of alumni out there that have a lot to offer, so they would certainly take priority.
Gary, how long have you been on the board then?
I've been on the board, I believe this is my 6th year, so we
Okay.
do 4-year terms, and we have a two-term limit. So this is 6 years for me, so I'll have, and then we do the presidency, we have a 2-year rotation on that. So this is my 2nd year as president. So in December, I'll finish out my rotation as president, but I'll still have 2 years remaining to serve on the board.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
We want to talk a little bit about some of kind of the things you've been doing last couple of days out of town.
Yeah, so the Alumni Association is a big supporter of athletics. We believe, I think, collectively that the more successful that our athletic program is, programs plural, obviously, that is great for our student population, but it's also tremendous for our alumni community to come back. Athletics is such an easy point of access to re-engage with the institution, even if it's just going to a football game or basketball, whatever it might be. But we believe that successful athletics have a tremendous carryover effect in the work that we do. So we put some of our resources into trying to help perpetuate that. Last year we started a partnership with the athletics department, supporting the coaches show, the Coach Chev show, as well as the basketball as a title sponsor for those shows. It's great exposure for what we're trying to do as well, obviously, but as a tangible example of our support. And then we are now we just kicked off the Backers Blitz Tour, which is primarily focusing on football. And the Alumni Association is supporting that financially as well as visibly, and being able to attend those different events, because they do draw alumni in, and our interest is engaging with alumni of all shapes and sizes and forms and locations and so forth. And so it's a meaningful partnership for us.
Well, this part of the state, obviously, we've got a huge alumni base, so it's important to get those guys back involved. And I was going to ask you, with the success over these past couple of years, have you seen a jump up in participation with the Alumni Association, or more involvement from alumnus that maybe hadn't done it in a while?
we've had some things that have really sparked a lot of interest, and I know we'll get into it a little bit more, but kind of looking back when we had the 100th anniversary of NSU's first homecoming, we as an association said, let's make that special for our membership, and basically everything we did that year, if you were an Alumni Association member, you got to participate for free. Golf event, the Green and White Golf Classic, Champagne Bingo. Normally those have a ticket price associated with them, but if you're a member, it's free.
Wow.
And that was so successful in terms of growing our membership and creating some buzz and excitement that the board said, let's just keep doing it as long as we can fund it. And so far, we've done it 2 years, and that's really created a lot of interest. The coaches show, those types of things it's a little just like regular advertising.
Right.
It's a little hard to kind of get a sense of what kind of energy or buzz that's creating, but I think it's one of those things you continue to sustain it. It just keeps building on itself.
Well, with the coaches show, this particular coming up this year with the Coach Chef show and with the basketball show, that's going to be on and it's going to be in the Tulsa market. It's going to be on the Sports Animal.
You know what that means? That means Sizemore and Fletcher are going to say, we want a little more cheese for the sport this year.
Hey,
We're actually going to be
we're on the show, so it's like, are we
put
saying
in
the
a good
same?
word
Are
for
we
it.
saying
Yeah.
the same thing? It's like maybe a little more cheese, maybe a little more.
The price may have gone up. I don't know.
I can hear John now. We're broke. We got no money.
Yeah, but winning solves
that's-
everything,
you know
so the
that's
money
John,
should just
right?
be rolling in, right? And that's supposed how it's supposed to work, isn't it?
It funds itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the football side going. So, Gary, what do you got coming up in your involvement in other things within the association?
Well, we try to create a wide variety of activities to try to involve as many of alumni in many different areas. Everybody's got their own interests and can contribute in different ways. So we try to do a variety of activities. Since you brought it up, I'll make a plug for this weekend. This Sunday, we have one of our summer events that we've done for the past several years. It's the NSU Alumni Night at the Drillers.
Okay.
So it actually is a 1 o'clock first pitch game. Doors will open up at 12. The Alumni Association has, is it called the porch, Danny, or I'm not really sure what the. It's off the right field, outfield section. It's covered. We will have a lunch buffet, drinks, dessert. It's open to all family members.
Nice.
Myself and my kids have gone for the last several years. We have a blast. They love going. So we still have a few tickets left available for that. So that's one way to come out and, not be obligated to get hit up for donations or membership, just a way to come out and fellowship with other NSU alumni and get involved. And obviously there's an opportunity to get involved. Last year when we did it, I think Coach Chev came by. The president's been there the last couple of years. So there's a lot of people that come out for it, and it's fun. And then after that, in summers past, we've done the NSU Pub Crawl, which is in Tulsa. It's based around five bars in the downtown Tulsa area that we run around in, and that's always been a good event. And then, of course, as Danny mentioned, we're looking forward to homecoming in October as our, crown jewel event to bring people back. We just discussed in a meeting today about getting our committee, more organized and start that planning process to make sure that we're as successful as we can to bring in as many people as we can, many alumni as we can, to be involved and get them back home. Yeah,
the amount of coordination that goes into homecoming weekend is a huge undertaking, as you guys might imagine, and it's not just us. The Student Homecoming Week Committee, they have their piece, and there's the number of details that go into making that weekend successful, or I don't think a lot of people fully comprehend. As a matter of fact, I'm chuckling. We had a former administrator once, as we were kind of looking at. There was a time when we used to do what was then known as the Emerald Ball on homecoming weekend. So we had a full homecoming weekend. Then we did the Emerald Ball that Saturday night, and this individual said, "Well, homecoming just kind of takes care of itself, right?" And it was like, take a deep breath. Yes, sure. It just takes care of itself.
Well, homecoming, I think this year is, I want to say, is it October 17th? Is that right?
I believe that's
I
correct.
believe it's October 3rd.
Oh, no, you're right. There was 2 dates. They were
Oh, wow.
debating. The 17th was one, but I think
Ooh, I guess that would be, yeah,
I haven't checked it recently, yeah.
because that would be, yeah, they're on the road like 4 weeks in a row. So, yeah, I guess that Texas Permian Basin,
Yes.
Oh
That-
my
I know
gosh.
that's the competition is.
that's going to be huge.
And that's the other thing.
I don't know
Danny.
much about that.
They
team.
are
really
really
They
good.
stacked.
They made the playoffs last year in Region 4, and I think they were in the top 25, I think. So they're not well, I mean, aside
It
from
won't
all that,
be like
we've-
the last 2 years. That's
no,
for
it
sure.
will not be. It will not be. We've got probably the toughest schedule for D2 this year in the country.
Yeah.
So
And I believe we can get it done too. So
You know, though, I think honestly that as a fan, if you're coming back for homecoming, you want to see a good game. And
yeah,
Northeastern football is at a level where we're going to give anybody a good game, unless we just fall asleep. Going to like last year, especially,
And the year before,
the
yeah.
year before, was not fun.
it wasn't.
everybody
mean,
still
it
left.
was-
Everybody still left at halftime. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't say everybody. A lot of people left at halftime
Well,
still.
as I
you know.
recall, they left at halftime too.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the fourth quarter. But yeah.
Well
it was-
said.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's one thing I had never seen a football game where the coaches and the referees go, "Let's just make this 5-minute quarters for the
That's what,
second
that's
half."
what it was. Yeah.
how do we-
I will say, though, from a student activity perspective or alumni activity with the student organizations, I've seen people come back the last couple of years that haven't been back in years to homecoming activities. And I believe that it starts there, like Danny mentioned. Alumni involvement starts with particularly football, whether
Yeah.
people want to admit
Yeah.
to it or not. It
It's-
does,
it's the
realistically.
front- yeah,
It's the
front-
king.
You know,
yeah,
the
front
success
porch.
is it gets people interested, and like I said, I saw people come back that we haven't seen back in years. So it's exciting whether or not they came and by halftime they were ready to go downtown and visit another
Right.
venue.
Well, yeah.
But they were still here,
They were
and they
here,
hadn't been
yeah.
back here in a long time, and that's a way to get them back engaged, interest to come back home, and get them involved or interested in. We can speak to them at that point on being alumni members. It's always about the
Yeah.
same.
And timeshare
you know?
members or something.
I can think of 2, maybe 3 current board members that we have now that were not connected, that came back for homecoming over, a couple, 2, 3 years, that was their entry point. And next thing you know, they're like, I want to get involved. I want to reconnect. I want to be a part of what's happening here. So again,
Revival
football-
of interest.
Yeah.
Well, and adding on to both your points is with the addition of the VIP area
Yeah.
in the connexes down there, it's like that's
Well, it's a game day experience. It
Yeah.
makes it, instead of just sitting up in the stands. I mean, okay, you've got this area that you can sit there and, shoot the bull and have a beer, hot dog, and whatever else, and you're right there in the field. I mean, it's a heck of an experience.
Yeah.
My hat is off to what they have done, they being the athletics department, in creating that game day experience. Even if you are not somebody that's participating in that VIP area, just the visuals of it kind of reinforce it. Hey, this is a big deal. This is not like when I was a student.
Right.
And obviously, when Gary and I were students here, we had very successful football programs. but those VIP types of setups, those things, say this is an amped up level, higher level of an athletic program than and that's how it should be. It should
Right, it should be evolving for sure.
Right.
I think it's kind of modernized.
Yeah.
NSU's game day experience.
Yeah, it has.
We might be a few years behind in that regard, but nonetheless, we're here.
At least we're starting.
And they are making efforts, and I think I heard another organization or another sponsor going to put another Connex down there with the advertising on it to even expand that down there even more. So I think they've done a great job with the tailgate area being right off of that VIP. So kind of increases that or builds on that experience, leads to it. Expanded a whole. I mean, that tailgating area goes all out on that parking area and all out in the other grass field, almost all the way over to the field house. So, and then, they put bouncy houses and all that stuff for kids.
I saw that,
by
yeah.
the field house. So I just think that they
Lots of people
Danny
barbecuing out there. Lots
they've
of
done
tailgating.
an excellent job trying to, John and Andrew and their staff have done a great job trying to build on that fan experience and make it enjoyable for all families to come back and be a part of. Not just that, basketball or softball. The softball has just done so much in expanding their game day experience. With their revisions of the softball stadium. They took out the fence dugout and put kind of netting all the way to the ground.
Yeah.
So when you sit there, you're like right there in a football. You're
Real
right there
backstop,
in the middle of action.
Yeah.
Put a VIP area there for sponsors or in-club members. But I think that's just all added to, all the entire department is trying to get involved in, expanding their athletic experience for all the fans and get people back involved.
I'm going to plug some more Alumni Association stuff as it relates to that, because one of the another area where we see that specifically at football, forever we've had the green and white room. That was a thing when I was a student. I didn't know what it was. I just knew there was this special behind the velvet ropes experience there in the stands. And we have seen, as going back to that notion of the value of a successful athletic program and football specifically, we have seen our numbers in the green and white room increase over the last couple of years. New faces, more faces, and these are people that are being drawn back by the product that's on the field and the whole experience. And now they renew their Alumni Association members, so they have access to the green and white room. And I would say that what is happening on the field is challenging us to up our game day experience.
Yeah. So what are you doing? What are you offering in the green and white room? I mean, Sean and I have been there. We've seen it, but what are you doing there now?
As I mentioned, it's a members only kind of experience. We always have a full spread of food. I have really tried to. I want it when you come in. I want it to be an experience that I feel like I am in a first class type of setup. It won't be first class until we can blow out the back wall and actually have field view from the green and white room. But in the meantime, we try to throw out a good spread. When institutionally we first started experimenting with having alcohol available at the games, we tried that year one within the green and white room, fully expecting it to be a successful extension of what was happening elsewhere. It wasn't as much, so we're kind of letting that continue to grow. But eventually, hopefully, that's something that we will be able to offer once again in the green and white room. Because I think if you're going to a hospitality room, that's
kind of one
not
of the
an unfair
expectations.
expectation.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, and that's something that we've added here for the past couple of years is the alcohol. That always brings good sales, and I think a lot of people probably it's new because NSU never had it before, right? Never had alcohol sales,
Never.
so So it's definitely a new mindset.
Well, it just adds to that game day experience we've mentioned several times now.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean use to excess, but it does. I mean, that's
Yeah.
You go to a game, you got to have a beer.
That's right.
It's like
You associate
Part of
that
you
with,
have to. It's,
live events
right,
and
that's-
walking around tailgating and stuff like that. You want to walk around
that's-
with a
that's the
cold
rules.
beverage of your choice.
Yeah.
But it definitely has added to the experience, I think, as kind of relaxed people and not so uptight. 'Cause it's probably happening on the down low anyway.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
In solo cups and
Right, yeah.
koozies and whatnot.
yeah,
but,
and it expanded in the event center this past season to the entire gym.
yeah.
And they were selling it in one of the concessions, beers.
one corner, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
So-
hopefully that allows NSU their opportunity to make a little money off of it, and that money goes back to athletic programs.
Absolutely, yes.
Got to raise it somehow.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. I mean, it's one of the avenues. I mean, most of the major universities do that. So it's like, why can't we tap into that? Why can't we
Yeah.
just get a little piece of it? You know.
Well, what else do you guys? I've got a fun segment before we end the episode. But do you guys have anything coming up this summer? I know you said you've got the backers, and you're going to be going to where else? I know you guys had
Yeah, so
Muskogee
we'll
yesterday, but where
be-
else are you going?
We will be tomorrow, so by the time this drops, it may be too late, but we will be over in Northwest Arkansas, trying kind of a different approach there. Athletics has secured a suite at the Naturals game, Northwest Arkansas Naturals, so we'll be hosting that group of folks that are interested and want to get excited about football in that suite. And then next week, we will be on Tuesday. I'm not good with the calendar. I don't know what that day is, but
That is
we
the
will
19th,
be.
I believe. Tuesday.
That
the
sounds
19th,
right,
I
yeah.
think. Yep.
We'll be in Coweta at the 1843 on Broadway, which is a real cool little similar kind of to where we are at Emory's, but in the downtown area in Coweta, and they got a great private room. And then that following Thursday, we'll be back in Oklahoma City at the First Americans Museum and hosting our Oklahoma City area alumni folks. And we had a great turnout there last year. Expect that to hopefully grow a little bit more. So that'll keep us busy these next couple of weeks. And then beyond that, and this is kind of going back to the meeting that Gary referenced earlier, we're really kind of retrenching, if you will, and trying to figure out, to build out a program that people can plan for and count on over the next 12 to 18 months, and trying to get some feedback from the alumni community of what are those things that are most appealing. So I would say that for the folks that might be tuning into this, keep an eye out for our outreach, and their feedback is incredibly valuable in helping us figure out kind of what the next year plus looks like in terms of alumni association programming.
Is the major alumni in the state of Oklahoma? Is it Tulsa, Oklahoma City? Is it Tahlequah? Like, where is it?
Yeah, so that's actually helpful for us. Great question. Far and away, our largest concentration of alumni is in the Tulsa metro area. Probably 18,000 alumni in Tulsa County, and then you've got the surrounding counties that are also picking up a lot of those folks. And then our next, by county, the next largest is, of course, here in Cherokee County, Muskogee County. Oklahoma City we're a regional university. Our alumni tend to stay regional, so the population, when we're looking at where does our programming take place, we're very lucky that we don't have to spread out all over the region and the country. We can focus in the northeastern part and cover a lot of ground, and most of what we do is very accessible for folks to find their way back to Tahlequah, find their way to Tulsa, and then we've got quite a large community in Northwest Arkansas as well, which they're just right across the border, and there's a great number of folks over there as well. So from a regionality standpoint, it makes it easier for programming.
Yeah.
Well, all right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
I don't know, but let's
We're gonna
go for it.
have a little bit of fun. We usually do a couple little bits.
I kind of felt
some
like we've
shtick.
been having fun.
We have been having fun. We're gonna add to it, if you will.
Fantastic.
Bringing the hottest hits to make you move.
Oh, shit.
Hello, you rebel scum! We are coming to you live from the Mos Eisley Studios here on beautiful Tatooine. This is the DJ Sean Solo Mix. Thanks, Chewy. I am DJ Sean Solo, the people's DJ for the people, by the people. So get ready. 3 questions, 3 answers. Question 1. Favorite Star Wars movie? Go.
I'm an original. I remember seeing the trailer for A New Hope come out, and my mind was blown. So I will always go back to that. But as a side lark, Rogue One. I'm a big fan.
I'm going to have to go with Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Since we're all the same age, New Hope was my very first movie to ever see as a kid.
Oh, wow.
But Empire's always been my favorite. But Rogue One it's 2, 3 right there. I love that.
Yeah, I love how they linked that into the original storyline, and I was like,
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
good stuff. All right, question 2. What was your dream car when you turned 16?
I'm going to date myself. It was a 4-door Nissan Maxima, lowered with,
The Mac.
Low profile.
Yeah, the
low
Mac.
profile.
profile.
The Black Max, tinted
Yeah.
window,
Tinted,
low
yeah.
pros. Yes, I got you.
With the Alpine system bumper.
Yes.
Gotta have some, the kickers in the back. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
I just wanted any car. Something that ran.
I remember having that conversation on the phone. I said, "This is what I want, Mom," and she laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't we all?
Had the same conversation. All right, question 3. You were stranded on a deserted island. You get one artist to listen to forever. Who do you choose?
There's so many ways to tackle this because I have my favorite artists, favorite music to listen to, but there's not a lot of depth. Or you go span over generations, and that kind of brings in a whole different crowd. But I am going to Beatles.
Beatles.
They cover a lot of ground.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, I approve.
I was thinking that generation right there. I didn't pick Beatles, but yeah,
That would be
for
good.
you. But that's good.
That's pretty deep. I don't know if I'm.
You know what Hanley said?
That deep.
John Coltrane.
Yeah,
Okay.
John Coltrane.
Little jazz going on.
yeah, he was.
John Coltrane and Love Supreme. So U2 has always been my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
band, but to listen to that for the rest of my days,
No, I couldn't do it.
it'd be tough.
Yeah.
Who do we have on here that said they hated you too? There was somebody who went on there that did not like you two at all.
Blasphemy.
If I was going back to when I was young, which I don't listen to a ton of music anyway, but if I was going back to when I was young, I'd probably have to say most memorable, probably A Good Journey or A Good Boston.
Okay.
I mean, I could listen to those albums over and over again. But
You would have to because there weren't that many.
well,
Journey
they
has
were-
a
they
pretty
were
good.
real-
Journey
they
has a
were
pretty good
yeah.
catalog.
Yeah.
And a lot of hits.
I
So
could
Boston
probably
do
do with
more
some
than 3
contemporary
albums?
ones too, but
Boston
Boston?
only think I did. I think
Yeah,
you're right. I
they
think
didn't
they only
have
did like
many.
2 or 3 albums.
yeah,
that
because
was
then they
it.
broke up, I think, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or
Journey's
somebody
got-
overdosed, or who knows? You never know. Something like that.
It was the
Back
70s
then.
and early 80s, so a lot of indulgence going on back then. Well, there you go. Good job, gentlemen. That has been the Sean Solo Mix. We were doing it for so long that my song ran out, so that's okay.
They were supposed to be rapid fire responses. Huh? Don't ever
Yes,
ask
but
me
it's
for a
okay.
rapid
It's all
fire
right.
response.
we enjoy the conversation here on the Sports Nest. So before we go, tell us how people can get in touch with the Alumni Association or how they join.
I love that tee up because we would be remiss if we did not promote the NSU Alumni Association and specifically membership. But NSUalumni.com is where you can learn about all things Alumni Association. To become a member, an annual membership is just $50 a year. And unless you are a recent graduate, in which case it's only $25 a year. We are putting a special focus over these next number of months on life membership, which is a $600 for a life membership, but our folks have the ability to pay that out over 12 months.
Oh, nice.
And for those folks that are married NSU couple households, it's buy one, get one free. So you still pay $600 and it covers both members. And the membership is our primary source of revenue that allows us to do the programming that we do. The Alumni Association is what you call an interdependent organization. We receive no funding from the university from a programming standpoint, so we are a self-funded organization. So membership is crucial to what we're doing, but bigger than that, it's one of the most meaningful ways for our alumni to share their affinity for their alma mater.
I got to make sure that I've re-upped for this year.
And I don't want that to go unnoticed, that DJ Sean Solo is a continuing member and has maintained his membership over a number of years. So for that, we thank you.
Yes, graduate alumni 2023.
Yeah.
So
now we only have one other host
I'm
for this
not.
show to work on.
I'm not an alumni.
So that's another good tee-up.
Yes.
You do not have to be an alumnus to be a
Okay.
member of the Alumni Association. If you have a passion for NSU,
Well, there's-
affinity of
Which you
NSU,
do.
Yes.
clearly,
Yes.
then
Okay. So as you're talking to me, tell me what are some of the benefits of being a member?
fair question.
Yes. Going with that.
Besides the overwhelming sense of pride that fills your heart,
Yes.
you also
Absolutely, Danny.
receive benefits. We talked about the benefit at homecoming and the ability to participate in all of our events for free. That really is a huge perk and brings in a lot of folks. But we have a benefit called Green and White Perks. That is a national discounts program that you have access to, and I think it gets underutilized, but I use it all the time. So especially for those folks that are planning for summer travel, you can use your Green and White Perks to save money on hotels, rental cars, entertainment, attractions, parks. I went to New York here recently and used my Green and White Perks, and I saved over $40 a night on my hotel.
Nice.
And if you think about an annual membership is just $50.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now you can use this. It's huge. But you can also use it oftentimes just at local restaurants. And it's good all over the country. So
Yeah. That's good.
that's probably the biggest perk. Of course, you get the imprints, the Alumni magazine, featuring the deep thoughts of the alumni director. That's one of the probably most read portions of the
Deep
magazine.
Thoughts by Jack Candy.
Exactly.
And there's some cool pictures in there too.
Okay.
It's a very humble section.
Oh, very nice. I can tell. I can tell. Well, gentlemen, we greatly appreciate you taking the time out. Danny, nice to have you back on the show. It's
Great
been
to be back.
a couple
Yeah.
years. Gary, you're always welcome at the table.
It's a pleasure. Fun fact before we leave, the owner of Emery's Grill, Kyle, Kyle and my family grew up right directly across the street from each other as we were kids, and not in Tahlequah. We lived in Tulsa. But so I've known Kyle for a really long time,
Well, I'm good.
and his family. So
Well, I mean,
anyway, that's just
That's a good connection
just throwing
there.
that out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got to actually throw a love out to to Batch. I mean, he's
Yeah, he does a lot for
he
NSU.
supported us for we're going into our 4th year now. Supported us the whole time. We've been right here. I mean, been great. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Cheers
just
to
want to give
Batch.
that shout out to him and his business. He works really hard here. He's got some good staff, good food, good atmosphere.
Yep.
So,
Good times.
That's going to be put in the next commercial.
Yeah.
That's going to be the next commercial.
That'll be it.
So, yes.
That'll
So
put
thank
that
you,
as a-
Gary.
we'll put that as a
Yes,
drop.
that's
Well,
definitely-
I'm trying to help him out a little
Yeah,
bit. but
that's definitely.
I'm
gonna
glad to be
yeah.
here. I'm
Yeah.
glad to be here.
All right. Well, great episode. Again, gentlemen, thank you for being here. Good conversation. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
We will see you next week. We are out. Bye-bye.